Hello, how's everyone doing? I've just snuck off from the area that we're using just to come off and do a quick little live from the centre of Edinburgh as we've just finished our interactive ghost walk. It's been absolutely fantastic, probably one of the best nights that we've had up here. We're looking forward to look how beautiful the streets are. I'm going to actually walk up to the castle area so you guys can see that. We're just waiting for something. Just waiting for someone, so we're just going to wait on for that. So I hope everyone's been all right. Hope everyone's been fine. Give you a quick view of the areas that I've got just around me now. This area, this street was actually the inspiration for J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. So this is Diagon Alley, the alleged area. Now, I know, sorry the fingers guys, but this area here is where a gentleman called Thomas Weir used to live. He was a very, very famous, I wouldn't say famous, but a very well known, I should say, well-known Puritan that lived in this area. Spent many years following the Bible, believing in the church. Now all of a sudden he just decided to change to Satanism. Now he also instigated his sister into the traditions of being a Satanist and allegedly held different satanic rituals in that building. That's just right. So this window here is supposed to have a white figure of a lady that's supposed to stood up. This gentleman was so well known that there was also not nicknames, but they did make up different names for him, and his cane that he used to walk around, the black cane, was alleged supposed to have danced by itself in the streets as he sort of walked around. So just a little bit of a story. I don't tell that on the main tours, it's just a little bit. So we're walking now onto Southbridge Vaults. Underneath us is the Edinburgh, sorry it's all shaky and stuff, I'm just walking through, is Edinburgh Vaults. Now we do this for an overnight ghost hunt. We've done it, I've probably done it for the last 10 years. The ghost hunts under there, fantastic location, obviously with the history, underground set. It's not really a cave or catacombs, it's more like a long walkway. If any of you guys have been to Edinburgh, the closest that walk down is sort of like that inside. So it's a massive long corridor with different sort of vault rooms that are coming off those different locations, all reported to be haunted, all report different activity happening, from poltergeist, from people being seen, people being guests like alive, obviously, touched, felt, prodded, all sorts of different activity is supposed to be reported inside the vaults. So we can't wait. I think we're there next month, and then next year. Hello. I'm sort of ignoring everyone, aren't I? So I do rude. How empty is it? I'll show you when I get up to the top. I'll be able to spin the camera around, and you guys will be able to see most of the location that's there. So I'm going to have a little bit of a walk up, show you guys what you can see before I walk down. That's how dead Edinburgh is tonight. Well dead, isn't it? Well dead. So I'm going to have a little bit of a walk down here. Down the location that I'm going towards now is actually Mary King's Close. I'm not far from St Giles Cathedral. I think I say that name right. Julia has been moaning at me for not saying the name properly, so I think I've got that right. We're walking towards the old jail that's supposed to be in this, or was in this area. There's also a heart on the floor. It's the only legal part of Scotland that you're allowed to spit on the floor. This was supposed to be your sort of disgruntlement at capital punishment, I should say. So if you weren't happy, that was the area for you to show that. So that's how dead it is in Edinburgh now. No one. And you know, even though it's really sort of eerily spooky, especially for our ghost walks and things that we have going on around, that it's still weird with it being quiet. Normally we're here on Saturday night, it's absolutely banging, busy, people walking past having a good time, having fun, drinking, and it to be so quiet is so weird, but so eerily nice as well. We are here in a couple of weeks. I think we're here for Halloween, which I think sold out now. I don't think there's any tickets left, but I think we're here for Halloween as well, and then we're here in, I think, near enough every single week in November. So we're looking forward to come back. We've obviously been around to the graveyard, Greyfriars Kirkyard, I should say. One of the most haunted graveyards in the whole entire world. That is a fantastic location that we've been to, so we're proper sort of happy. Also massive connections with Burke and Hare, so you guys have heard the story of the body snatchers. Edinburgh is very very well known for its medical students, universities teaching the generations of doctors and nurses, and it was even so on back in the 19th century. Many people would be all around the world would be sent to Edinburgh to learn. Obviously they had to use bodies to use for their anatomy studies, and many of them came from the graveyard that's around the body, around the corner. They would, you know, sell the bodies to one of a gentleman called Robert Knox, I believe he was, the surgeon, and he would dissect them very quickly. But this place just takes your breath away sometimes when you just look at them. So yeah, massive stories connection. I'm not far from Greyfriars Bobby either, so let's see what you guys are saying anyway as we're walking around. Brutal it is. It's pretty sad being walking around and not being able to see the hell is that? See everything that's sort of going on. So we're looking, as I said, looking forward to being here in a couple of weeks, coming back for Halloween. I hope everyone's all right. I know it's so quiet. Look, I've just literally just walked up here by myself. I've not passed anyone, have I? Not past anyone. As we sort of walk down, even up to the castle, spent a little time talking about the witches and the barrel one. So if you guys have ever ever played Pop-Up Pirates, sadly, if you were condemned as a witch, they would try and stick you, or they would, into a barrel. They'd fill this barrel full of knives and nails, all sorts of little bits, and then they would roll you down the mile. Obviously you wouldn't survive for very long. That's just one of the little stories. So we want you guys to come up, join us. Please check out all the events that we've got coming up at hauntednights.co.uk, and we will see you very, very soon. Okay guys, see you later.